I need some toxicity in my life. He's boring. They want the guy that makes 300, 400,000 with undecisive or inappropriate women who don't see, understand, or realize what a good man is. Welcome back to another video. This is Jay. You know what channel it is, the Black Filipino TV. And I got another one for you guys. This one's gonna be titled, Women Wouldn't Know If the Guy They Wanted was staring them right in the face, right? And that's so true. The reason why, because you guys already know where I'm coming from where I'm from. Where I'm from, they want quadruple six. It's not even Satan anymore, right? They want the 6 foot, 6 figures sub, 6-inch sub, and then they want the pack abs too. All of the 4s, right? All of the 6s. So this story here is from a long-time subscriber of mine. It's my man Vaughn, right? And this is what he said. He said he comfortably earns $120,000 a year. And so true, there's a lot of guys that are making serious bank, right? And what it is, these guys making bank, not flashy. Some guys make that bank and spend all their money. You know, I was watching a show the other day, and the people, it was a couple actually, they were making about $120,000 a year, around the same thing, and they still were in deep debt because they're just spending and spending and spending.
You went from 100K, now it's worth about 20,000.
You never told me.
You didn't know that until just now?
Making more and they're spending more. Some guys are doing it the right way. Some guys make that money and they're not just blowing, buying everything that they can see, right? So you really can't tell. Sometimes that guy that makes that is not driving that flashy car. But this is what he said, let me hop into it more. He said, have a 780 FICO score. So good credit on top of that. That means he's leveraging his credit, right? So when you're leveraging your credit, you're getting better rates on new cars. You're getting better rates on pretty much anything you want. You're getting loans, you know, so you're leveraging that money to where you're not just blowing all your money right away. You're able to invest in something. So if you want to start a business, you're able to do that because you can get the funding for it, right? Which is how you get that kind of money. He said, an American woman still didn't look my way. And I get it. You know, I don't know if he understood, but I'm sure he does. They don't. They're not gonna know, right? Because a lot of times, they didn't want that guy that makes that 100,000.
How much money is a man gonna need to make to be able to pay all the bills for a family of 4?
They want the guy that makes 300, 400,000.
Probably well over 400K.
500,000, a million. They want a basketball player. They want a guy that's in the spotlight, right? Like me right now, I probably would get looked at because I'm in the spotlight. They go, oh, I seen him on YouTube, right? They want that, so they won't look in his way. Of course not. Why would I stay in America with undecisive or inappropriate women who don't see, understand, or realize what a good man is?
Let's not get confused. I work, okay? Paul does not finance me completely. Does that make sense? Yes, he earns significantly more than I do, but he doesn't finance me, all right? So if you're talking about me becoming a housewife, clearly, because you're talking about finances and me bringing something to the table, what's wrong with being a housewife? Was that the plan we had when we first met?
It's a genuine question.
I don't want to be a housewife. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't want to be a housewife. I have a choice.
And it's so true. They don't, because they don't want it, right? You hear it all the time, women say, I need some toxicity in my life.
He used to clean his own house and change his sheets and cook for himself. We just moved in together 6 months ago, and all of a sudden that has now become my duty and mine alone.
I need issues. He's boring. This man is boring in the States, right? He's boring. I used to be not boring. Right now, I'm the most boring ever. When I was a young knucklehead myself, right? Became a reformed pookie early. At the age of like 22, 21, 22. I wasn't into knucklehead things anymore. I was no longer a child, so I put away childish things. I had the age range where I was 21 and said, okay, I gotta stop this. You know, this is not what my life is hitting for. But this man probably didn't even go down that road because a lot of guys don't. It's not a lot of guys. A lot of guys are great, outstanding gentlemen who work hard. Even guys that make 40,000, right? You don't have to make that much money, and they get ignored.
I have no problem saying, I want a man who makes 6 figures. I want a man who's 6 foot. I want him to have a 6-pack. I want him to have I want him to spend money on me. I want him to pay for my car. I want him to buy me a bag. There's nothing wrong with a woman saying that. But if a dude says, hey, I'm gonna take care of you, and in return, make daddy a sandwich. Oh my God, he wants a sandwich. Do you see what you just wanted from him?
He said, I'm not fat, I'm not ugly, nor poor. But of course he said what I just said, women in America or NBA or NFL football players. They want men that can get any woman they want. They want men that have so many women clawing after them, right? Like, look what's happening. Look what women are doing now, right? Like, look at Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner is famous for it. So what do you think other women are trying to do? The trapper basketball player. He got trapped, right? And then he was dating other girls, so she ran out. And that, I guess, she had an excuse in her mind. That's really no reason, because women have been going through that, being played by those guys forever, you know. I'm not suggesting that. I wouldn't do that, but usually women, what they do, they stay and get that bag.
Let's not get confused. I work, okay? Paul does not finance me completely. Does that make sense? Yes, he earns significantly more than I do, but he doesn't finance me.
And she chose the elevator to the basement, not even choose the ladder. She chose the elevator going down, right? She chose the escalator going down. She's gonna realize that maybe 10, 15 years from now that she made that mistake. And that's what it is. Women don't realize these mistakes until they hit 40, right? So right now, there could be women that wanted him back in the day that may say, oh, okay, I knew who he was. Or may see him later on in life, or see him right now, because men age like wine. It's different, right? A man can be 50 and hit his prime and be top notch. It's just different for men. So he said, I wanted to learn about banking, law, and finances. Best thing to do. And it's like when you go to college, right? And I hate to point the fingers, but it's true. A lot of times, you got women coming up where I'm from that go into the wrong professions in college, right? I'm not saying he didn't say anything about college, but usually that's the right profession to go in. He wanted to go into banking, law, and finances. Of course, you go to college for things like finances, right? Or banking law, yeah. That's something you could study. So he's into the right things. And the crazy thing is, even if you're not going to college for that, and men are usually choosing things that is going to get them ahead, because we choose that way, right? We make decisions that way. So this man made the right decisions. And now that he has that, and he didn't get that play, what's a man to do? So if these are the men that are leaving, what are you going to say now? You can't say anything, right? Let these men go in peace. And it's funny, you realize now it's got pretty quiet on those social media streets. It's not even because women have said, okay, let those guys go. It's because it's dead now. Guys like this are winning. Guys like this will continue winning, right? Guys like this are wheels up. No thoughts, no complaints. They're not listening to what family's saying about traveling. They're not listening to none of that. It's no stopping us now, right? Wheels up, eyes looking at over the waters, right? Guys want to come to places like this and travel to places like this and enjoy themselves and come on beaches and feel the sand in their feet, just be at ease, right? That's what life is about. That's what life is about. And guys will continue to search that out, because what's happening now is guys like me, I've realized there's no waiting. Don't wait until you're old. Do it now, right? This brother, I believe he's a little bit older than I am, but still, you know, he's still doing it at a time where he's not over 65, over 70, and close to dying, right? Guys need to just make that move now, at a young age. And I watch a bunch of things where guys want to know what to do. The best thing to do is make money online. It will free you up. It will free you. Trust me, and I will get into more of that and other videos, different things I'm trying. So stay tuned, guys. But that's my man Vaughn there. Shout out to Vaughn Byron. I told your story, brother. I know you gave it to me a little while ago, but I was happy to tell it. And thank you, everybody. See you next video. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you like my content, you're welcome to support my content by giving a small donation at PayPal. You can go to my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. And there you can buy me a coffee, or you can book a consultation with me. I have consultations for a very small fee. Also, I have consultations for working at home. So if you're a guy that's a little younger, not quite retired yet, and you want to work from home while in the Philippines, you can go to my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. And also have a packages for working at home, so you'll see them there. You can book it there. New feature to YouTube, it stinks. Now at the bottom of this video, you'll see thanks there. You can give the thanks and make sure your comment is highlighted, and you can give a small donation that way as well. Guys, in the description, you'll see other videos of my other content that's great as well. So you can be sure to watch my other content there. Thank you for watching. See you next video.